big truck just went by. It had a shovel on it with a really, wasn't a fella buncher attachment. I don't know what it was. It was like a big disc. Looked like almost like mining equipment. I'm not sure what kind of a disc it was. Like it's obviously to pulverize something. Neat machine. Wish I would have got it on video, but he went by too fast. Slowly make my way to work. Oh, the birdies. Like, hey, try to warm up on the road here, and you're scaring us away. Speaking of birds, I'll be into the bird detail this weekend for sure. Excuse me. I don't know how many birds it's either going to go really quick or it's going to be like 3 weekends to get all the birds slaughtered. And I'm hoping it's not going to take that long. But if we can get them all done this weekend, that would be the best. But friend that has the same truck, so. Oh, there's a branch out on the road here. That's right, there was a bit of a storm. Yeah. I might be doing branches today, it's hard to say. So, yeah, I was talking in my last video, like, yeah, I've been going on about all the musical equipment I'm going to get. But yeah, I still got to get my chainsaws and stuff like that, so I could have really used you little bugger. You nearly got squished. I could have really used my a big boy chainsaw yesterday. The 372 though, that's a heavy saw. Like it is very heavy. That's a fallen saw. I don't know, like I use, like I tell my buddy, like grab the little saws there, like once the tree's down and you got the trunk cut up, just grab the little one, like you can use them all day. Like the 39cc Echo is like marginally heavier than the 31cc still, right? It's like there's hardly any difference in weight, but they're both light enough that you can work with them all day. The Echo though does have the 16-inch bar, so the saw I sold to my dad, I was going to give it to him, but he insisted that he buy it off me, is that little Husky there. That saw was a really good saw. I'm not saying I regret getting rid of it, but as a brushing saw, it was so nice and light, and it did have the smaller 16-inch bar. And I wish, and I already asked if I could do it, but I don't think there's a way to do it. Like, like let's say you get a 21-inch bar with the light skip chain on it, and set it up on a really small saw like that just for limbing. You know what I mean? Like that's all, like, just almost no bending, just all. My buddy's 272, I think he has an 18-inch bar on it. It might be a 16, but it might be, pretty sure it's an 18 he has on there. And the 272 that I was going to get had a 20-inch bar on there, and I think that would have been the 20 to 22-inch bar would be probably just about perfect for that saw. 20-inch would probably be perfect for just about any situation. East Coast guys versus West Coast guys. The West Coast guys all use like 28-inch bars and stuff like that. Really long bars so they don't have to bend as much, right? But they do have bigger trees out there too. So we use the smaller bars to get more power out of the smaller bar, right? But you got to bend more. So it's that could be a really good limbing chainsaw. I'd make it a little bit heavier, but still way lighter than, like my buddy was like he does everything with the 272, right? Or 372, which is a 20, I know the 272 was like 22.5 pounds or something like that. You know, empty, you know, with a 20-inch bar. So that's heavy. I mean, you're probably about 23, 24 pounds. Well, no, probably about 22 pounds all in. That's a heavy saw to carry around for 5 hours, 8 hours, whatever you're going to be doing, right? Like the way I do saw work, I don't do the, okay, 8 hours, I'm a man, I'm going to do 8 hours. No, I go until it's like, okay, I'm tired. I never rush with a chainsaw. Like you only get to screw up once and you die, right? So like, and it's not even just the saw, it's the shit around you. Like that helmet, you know, I got bonked in the head with a branch yesterday. You know, not a big one, but like, you know, it's like I didn't feel like I barely felt it on the top of the helmet, but it knocked my helmet a little bit silly. And you know, it was near the end of the day when you're getting kind of tired. I actually felt the branch on top of my head, you know, and then I was surrounded by wasps. But the point is like it was, you know, like you know, shit happens. You know, like you say, well, you got to pay more attention, blah, blah, blah. It's not how it works. You know, like you go and then you're fatigued and you don't realize you're fatigued. And that's why, like with a saw, you fall a tree, you just put the saw on the ground for like a minute or two after you fall the tree and then go at it. Pick it up and go at it. Like don't just go. I won't work with anybody in the bush that's like that. They're just like, go. We gotta, you know, you see how many trees we get done in a day. No, do as many as you can do comfortably. You know what I mean? Because it's you don't want people falling trees on top of each other. You know, like a lot of guys are not killed by their chainsaws in the bush. They're killed by, you know, like people falling trees on, you know, like guys working too close together, that kind of stuff. Falling trees on top of each other. Falling branches is, I think, the #1 widowmaker. Holy geez, I'm way early. So it's kind of like one of those things where you know, you got to be careful with the saws. But anyway, the point I'm making was that I was trying to get to was I should be. Whoop, that's not what I want to do. I should be. Oh, I knew there was another one in there. It should be, you know, safety first, right? But to get the big chainsaw, then I'm good for, you know, years. Like the price range, like I know a lot of people, like I want to keep a bit of a suspense of what you think I'm going to buy. I'll give you the contenders. They're going to be, I like Stihl. I have nothing against Huskies. I like Stihl. I've used lots of Huskies. I've used lots of Stihls. And the biggest saw that I've used and used most is 272s and 372s. And probably use the 372 a little bit more. Those are great saws. If you're just falling trees all the time, that 72cc saw is a fantastic saw to get. It's stiff when you do the plunge cut. I don't know what it's like with a 36-inch bar or 28-inch bar, but I know with the 18 to 20-inch bars, like, yeah, you want to go into trees, you just go straight in. There's no, you know, there's no floppiness, you know. It's pretty cool. Even my little Echo actually plunges pretty good. I was surprised, like, you know, because it's so light, the bar is so light, it doesn't flop, right? So, like, but I plunge cut a couple of trees yesterday. They were like leaners like this. One was leaning about like that tree there. I don't know if you can get it on the camera. But, that tree there that's really leaning. And do the plunge cut and come out the back there. Perfect. Once you start plunge cutting, you'll never cut another tree. You never cut another tree the old way, just coming in from the back there. I won't do that anymore. Wedges and it's so much safer anyway. But no, like the saws that I've got lined up, okay, on the low end